The world is entering the largest mineral race of the 21st century. It is not gold, it is not oil, it is not uranium. It is a metal so light it floats on water. And without it, the electric revolution collapses. Every electric car, every smartphone, every energy storage system, every AI data center backup battery. All of them depend on one element, lithium. But here is the real question. How does a mineral hidden beneath deserts and hard rock formations become the foundation of modern civilization? Because lithium is not born as a battery. It begins as geology, and only through chemistry, engineering, and global strategy does it become power. Today, we follow the entire chain, from ancient salt flats to chemical reactors to gigafactories to the new balance of global energy. Lithium was not formed yesterday. It was created through cosmic processes billions of years ago. But on Earth, it accumulated slowly, in two main environments, salt brine basins, like those in Chile, Argentina, and Bolivia, and hard rock deposits, especially spodumene, found in Australia and parts of China. In salt flats, lithium exists dissolved in underground brine, trapped beneath layers of salt crust in high-altitude deserts. In hard rock, lithium is locked inside crystalline minerals formed through volcanic activity millions of years ago. Two geological paths, two industrial systems, one global race. In places like the Atacama Desert, drilling wells reach deep underground reservoirs of lithium-rich brine. But here is the reality. That brine contains less than 1% lithium. To produce 1 ton of lithium carbonate, millions of liters of brine must be pumped. The liquid is moved into vast evaporation ponds, massive geometric basins visible from space. There, under intense solar radiation, water slowly evaporates over months. As evaporation progresses, unwanted salts precipitate first: sodium, potassium, magnesium. What remains becomes increasingly concentrated in lithium. But this is not just passive evaporation. Engineers monitor density, chemistry, and temperature constantly. A miscalculation can destroy months of production. Water usage is one of the most controversial aspects of brine extraction, because these deserts are fragile ecosystems, and every liter extracted affects local hydrology. Lithium begins its life not as clean energy, but as a complex environmental trade-off. In Australia, the process is different. Lithium is mined from spodumene ore. Open-pit mines blast and extract hard rock formations. The ore is crushed, milled, and concentrated. Then comes calcination. The mineral is heated above 1000 degrees C to alter its crystal structure. Only then can lithium be chemically extracted. Compared to brine, hard rock extraction is faster, but far more energy-intensive. Two paths, both expensive, both strategic. Raw lithium concentrate is not battery-ready. It must become lithium carbonate or lithium hydroxide. Inside chemical plants, controlled reactions begin. In brine operations, sodium carbonate is added to precipitate lithium carbonate as a fine white powder. In hard rock operations, conversion requires sulfuric acid roasting and further chemical refinement. Lithium hydroxide, essential for high-performance EV batteries, demands even stricter purification. Purity must exceed 99.5%. Impurities measured in parts per million can compromise battery stability. This is where lithium stops being geology and becomes chemistry. After precipitation, the compound is filtered, dried, reheated, crystallized. Precision filtering removes microscopic contaminants. What remains looks simple: white powder. But this powder carries extraordinary economic weight. 1 ton can exceed tens of thousands of dollars in value, and entire gigafactories depend on its purity. Lithium is not valuable because it is rare. It is valuable because it is essential. Here is where the story shifts. Mining happens largely in Chile, Argentina, Australia. But refining? China dominates over 60% of global lithium processing capacity. That means raw materials extracted in South America or Australia often travel thousands of kilometers for chemical conversion. The lithium economy is not just geological, it is geopolitical. Control refining, control batteries. Control batteries, control electric mobility. Control electric mobility. Influence the future of transportation and energy storage. This is why governments classify lithium as a critical mineral. Once refined, lithium compounds are shipped to cathode manufacturers. There, they combine with nickel, manganese, cobalt, or iron. These materials form layered crystal structures capable of storing and releasing electrical energy. Inside each lithium-ion cell, lithium ions move between electrodes during charge and discharge cycles. That microscopic movement powers cars, phones, grid-scale storage, data centers supporting artificial intelligence. Lithium does not generate energy, it stores it. And storage defines the electric age. By 2030, global lithium demand is projected to multiply several times over current levels. Electric vehicles alone require kilograms of lithium per battery pack. Energy storage systems for renewable grids demand even more. This creates a structural tension. Can supply expand fast enough? New projects face environmental opposition. Water scarcity concerns grow. Recycling technologies are advancing, but not yet sufficient to meet exponential demand. Lithium is no longer just a commodity, it is a strategic pressure point. Lithium represents a paradox. It is central to reducing carbon emissions. Yet its extraction consumes water and energy. It powers electric vehicles. Yet its supply chain crosses continents and political tensions. It promises independence from oil, yet it creates new dependencies. The electric revolution is not powered by idealism, it is powered by minerals. And lithium sits at the center. The next time you charge your phone or see an electric vehicle silently accelerate past you, remember this. That power began millions of years ago inside desert brine or volcanic rock. It traveled through evaporation ponds, chemical reactors, refining plants, and global shipping routes before it ever reached your hands. Lithium is not just a metal. It is a bridge between geology and technology, between energy and strategy, between sustainability and reality. The question is no longer whether lithium will shape the future. The question is, who will control it, and at what cost?